Yes, I'm going to leave off where the other one left off, of course. That's how I do this. I'm having a conversation, venting, getting things off my chest. Yeah, see, these people want you to bottle it all in. I'm not doing that anymore. All the shit that happens to me, I'm just supposed to bottle in, take on the chin, turn my back. But the wind can blow the wrong way. And if it's one of these other people, oh no. If they do what they're supposed to do. Oh, it's... Are you fucking kidding me? And don't you think it's funny about all this feminist shit? Oh, we're as strong as men. We're this and that. We're that. We're this. We're that. Women too. The feminists, yes, we're pushing for that. Now, half of them are like, why did you guys even do that? You know men can't be put in with women? No shit. You guys are trying to act like you're these super smart motherfuckers that everything from the past is outdated and not good. So it all needs to be changed. Aren't you the same ones that bitch about men changing? And you don't even want to get into that because 90% of the time, they are the ones that made that man change. Yeah, imagine that. A lack of accountability. Now, of course, you say that to these demons, you're shining light on their little schemes that they're doing. So, yeah, they're going to flip out, they're going to manipulate, they're going to try and tear you apart. Boy, this is all things we know that women do when they are in the wrong and they are having people pick them apart. They do it to every husband, every boyfriend, every fiance, whatever. These types of women do it to everyone they're with. And for some reason, if you say that, there's people that, I've never seen act like that, catching an attitude. What the fuck are you catching an attitude for? Are you like that and people don't know? Because something I said got you feeling guilty. Motherfucker, I'm a woman, I don't do that shit. Well, then obviously I wasn't talking about you, if that's true. But you expect me to believe that when there are 80% of the fucking females out there doing this shit? Some of them are very, very good at it. They never get caught or known. But you're seeing it on YouTube all the time, in the way they handle DV situations. Now when they come out, somebody's going to jail. But when they go out to fucking lesbians, which I have seen them go out to them and leave both of them. Okay, I have seen that. Even though they're supposed to arrest somebody. Because that's what their bullshit says for DVs. They say it every fucking time. Well, we are supposed to arrest one of you when we come out here. Who the fuck made that rule? And who was it that allowed states to say that you're not allowed to defend yourself? Oh, that's right. Because before video, we had people using the self-defense law to fucking get out of shit that they were the aggressor at. I understand how bad that is. That means law enforcement needs to step up their game on how intelligent they are. It doesn't mean that you start restricting the God-given rights of the citizens. And I know what you all think about rights. Oh, well, they're just allowed. What? So this is the mass delusion that God's talking about, right? Following these laws, following this person. That judge is allowed to tell me my fate when he's not an honorable judge. He's from the bank. Look it up. Anybody that is in law school that actually has some balls will tell you. Yep. Just like Jen running her mouth about burden of proof, burden of proof. You know why she keeps saying burden of proof, and that's what she's hanging on for like a life raft? Because she thinks that she is able to manipulate anybody. She's been getting away with it forever. And now that Believe Women is in full swing, same thing. That's what all these other people are doing. They want all this chaos going on, so you can't see what's going on behind the scenes. Hmm. Remember, has anybody ever seen Bad Boys 2? When they threw all the cats over the fence to make them believe that the security cameras were going nuts, so they shut them off? Kind of like that. Whole bunch of chaos to get the good people that would be paying attention, get their attention over there, while this is going on over there. And it ain't like it's just one thing going on over here. There's multiple things going on over here, while there are multiple things going on behind your back. It's the same thing they did with the border. And trust me, they are getting kids and females from that. Letting these Ukrainians in, that's what they're getting. It's not the sole purpose of it, no, but it is something that is going on with it. And you know, well, I don't see why you even talk about this. There's no evidence of that. No shit. These people are in your military, your police, your government, your politicians, you know, the ones that can't be removed. Yeah, these are them. LBJ, that move, yeah, that's why they took out Kennedy. The only reason why Kennedy was put in is because they thought Kennedy was going to be a good manipulator. And then Kennedy got a conscience. Why do you think they didn't want a guy like Jackson back in? Jackson was the only one, Andrew Jackson was the only one that took our country completely out of debt. And that pissed off the Illuminati. Why? Because now they don't have leverage. Back then, Andrew Jackson, when he was in president, they even sent somebody to assassinate him. And he was in the Oval Office, and somebody had made it up to the fucking window with two guns and tried to shoot him, and both of them failed. And he jumped out the window and started beating them up. I think there's a lot of people in history, even the bad ones, that have started out good. And because of people like the Illuminati, people like, you know, Freemasons, people like the people that are doing all the shit with the cartels, all the fentanyl, all the crazy stuff that you always see going on. I mean, you all couldn't even put together that these people went to Iraq. All because our government trained people to build a pipeline, is the story that the CIA director said. Well, that's what's in the report. But obviously, they were training these people to do what ISIS and all them are doing. Why do you think ISIS is going nuts over there? Yeah, they trained them here, sent them over there so they would kill people, cause problems, so they could make their way into building that freaking pipeline down to the Gulf over there. That's why the United States has that presence over there. That was just a ploy to make it look like it was all over oil. It wasn't. Oil was just part of it. And it wasn't even the big part. The heroin that came back into our country right after we went over there after 9/11. Nobody paid attention to that? That's when the heroin epidemic started. Where were they? The heroin capital of the world. Have you guys ever looked up what was going on in Afghanistan? Their police department, listen to me, their police department was allowing the farmers to grow the crop, turn it into a drug. Then they would bust them before they could sell it, right? Put them in jail for 2 months. Listen, 2 months. Then go make the deal with their drug that they just made. take the money, and when this person gets out of jail in 2 months, or I think it was 2 months to 4 months, something like that. It wasn't long at all. I mean, yeah, one day in jail is long, but what I'm saying is it's very short compared to what they should people like that should be getting. Now, you tell me why, because it is one of the main things for their economy, right? If it's one of the main things for your economy, then why are you doing this street move with police? You know these people are out there doing it. You know why they're doing it. And you also know that as soon as they do all the work, you're going to come take it and you're going to make all the money. Do you know how many military videos I've watched over there of the Marines shooting innocent people? Oh, yeah. Them motherfuckers were letting out all kinds of shit to these reporters. The one dude, James, I actually know him. He's actually a friend. Well, a person I went to school with, that's his uncle. That's his mom's brother. The one Marine that's talking and rips his medals off because of what him and his platoon did over there and got away with. It was on YouTube for a while. I don't know if it's still on there. It should be. But his name was Jay. He had like a blondish, sandy color hair, kind of like the color of mine. Maybe a little lighter on the tips, but more darker towards the roots. Kind of hefty looking dude. But yep, he rips off his medals and throws them and says, "Fuck you, I don't work for you and no more." And he explains some of the stuff, not all of it, because there is some stuff, if he says it, one, people aren't going to believe him because the military just cover it up. Just like the one chick, Sanchez, that was getting sexually assaulted at Fort Meade. And they ended up finding her body buried on base. Never could find out what happened. Yeah, right. What the fuck is going on? I asked you all that to open your eyes. Mine are already. I know what's going on. Remember in White Chicks when they said follow the money? Or I'm sorry, not White Chicks, but Rush Hour. Chris Tucker, follow the money. Yeah, follow the money. Even the pandemic, when they did all the stimulus, even though, you know, at that time they were just trying to make sure people had money because nobody was able to work, but all that money was not enough to sustain us. They knew it. And what did it do? It took the government's money that we don't have anyway and gave it to big business, which is BlackRock. It was a heist. That's what it was. Why do you think they wanted everybody in the house? They wanted everybody drinking, playing on their phones, fighting with their families so you don't see what they're doing. Georgia Guidestones. That was put up in the 80s, right? Early 80s? Actually, it was 1979, wasn't it? R.C. Christian, right? Yeah. You know the Antichrist, right? That's his 10 Commandments right there. What the fuck do you think's going on right now? They're taking people out in groups. Pandemic here, this over here, that over there, this is over here. By the time you figure everything out, our numbers are going to be so low. And yeah, they know. They know if all of us see what's going on, stand up and go against the politicians and the elites only, not the military, not them. They need to be with us. Are they going to be? No. Because of they have power over their families. They know their whole background. They know their families. That's who they're going to attack. But they're going to make them attack them. we're better than this, we're smarter than this. How this is going on and nobody's doing anything about it is because of these dummy phones. Yes, they're entertaining. Yes, that they're, you know, cool. Same thing as a video game or a good movie, taking your attention away from what's going on.